19E in the center. Stuck between two people. The plane is 38 rows. I'm literally stuck in the middle. Flying is already a stressful situation, even though none of us is steering the plane or responsible for transporting anyone. All we have to do is show up, dressed appropriately, ticket in hand, find our seat, and just sit there. Unfortunately, in this particular flight, a one-way, 4-hour flight, New Orleans to Las Vegas, we were just told the flight is departing 14 minutes late. Not that big of a deal to me, but this gentleman to my right, very upset. He begins staring at the seat in front of him and starts complaining and yelling to no one. Just anyone close enough to hear him. Window here, chair there. Oh, that would be me. Some of you may have never flown before. That's a possibility. So let me give you a different scenario so you understand what is happening. Many of us have driven. You're the driver, you're the passenger. Road rage happens, especially in rush hour traffic. When you are driving and you begin yelling at the car in front of you or beside you, they can't hear you through the windshield, through traffic. When you sit in your car and yell, you are yelling at your passenger. And in this particular situation, that's me. A 4-hour flight means I'm in a short-term relationship with this gentleman. I did not know what I was getting into. It's my personal belief that most people actually only bring a book on a flight to avoid things like eye contact and conversation. I didn't have a book. So I had to listen to 14 minutes, more times than I can remember. Now mind you, none of us are born with wings. None of us will ever grow them. We were never intended to be in the sky. But this guy is upset because we're going to be leaving 14 minutes late. I'm here talking to you about a complainer, and now I'm complaining. Some people catch a cold on a flight. I'm catching dissatisfaction. But it happens all the time because of how convenient the world is, right? You ever sat at a restaurant with someone who takes way too long to choose what they want to eat? I have a great method. Go ahead, use this for yourself. People like that, I only take to restaurants that have a single-sided menu. Especially when I'm hungry. Because I want to stay their friend. But can you imagine, just 120 years ago, before groceries existed, having to wake up in the morning and decide which direction you were going to go to hunt, what you were going to farm? Oh, hey Jack, are you going hunting? Great. Could you do me a favor? Could you just skin whatever it is you're going to kill? Because I need a coat. I'm freezing. And I don't want to get sick. Speaking of sick, no one likes the idea of going to the doctor, including your doctor. Modern medicine is just that, fairly modern. There was a long period of time you'd go home to your parents, bloody finger, they'd say, "Ooh, honey, let me take a look at that. Listen, I'm going to need you to bite down on something, because we're going to have to cut the whole finger off." Penicillin, what's that? Then you go to the dentist. Gentlemen, just before me mentioned the dentist. There were no root canals, no fillings, no crowns, no complaining about how expensive those things were. No. The dentist didn't give you anything. They just took the tooth. They just took the tooth. Like we take for granted, right? We take for granted how long we're here. Up until the early 1900s, life expectancy was 46 years. Today, in America, it's 79. For a long period of time, 46 was the best you could hope for. That means more than half of you wouldn't even be here. Awkward. I know, I understood that. But the clock is ticking. Speaking of clock, Time. Do you have the time? You have a watch? Do you know what time it is? Okay. Isn't that nice? I ask what time it is, and you do this. Clocks weren't even a thing until 1656. Didn't catch on until the 1700s. All that time, you wanted to know what time it was? It was more like a... Jack, do you know what time it is? I don't know. The big circle thing's up there right now, so dead. It's dead. And we complain all the time. There's my phone. And then right there under the time is the weather. My friend Cindy, I'll call her Cindy because that's her name and anything else would be rude. My friend Cindy complained on Thursday that it was going to rain on Saturday. Oh my God, I was really looking forward to going out this weekend and just enjoying myself, but it's going to rain until like 1 o'clock. Hold on, Cindy. You know it's going to rain in 2 days. That's incredible. 150 years ago, if you told people it was going to rain in 2 days, and it did, you are now the leader of that civilization. They sacrificed cattle and goat bait for their children in exchange for consistent information. But time and weather, these are the excuses that we give ourselves as to why we don't travel more. We go to see our family, we want to see our family, but we do when the calendar tells us to. All that's fairly new. 1914, first commercial flight. Before that, if you wanted to see your aunt in Ohio, it would take you 3 months. And you'd have to get started now, because she's 43. Not much time left. Really, what am I getting at? Life is easy. It's going to get easier. Life is extremely convenient. It's going to get more convenient. But in those instances where things take a little bit longer than you'd like, or a little bit challenging than you prefer, take a moment, breathe, and at the very least, never sit there yelling to the man in 1980.